Minister Sergei Lavrov and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang met on Thursday in Kuala Lumpur during the ASEAN Summit. The two leaders discussed the growth of political dialogue and practical cooperation between their countries, emphasizing their shared stance amid rising global tensions. According to the Russian Foreign Ministry, both nations expressed strong opposition to plans to militarize the Asia-Pacific region, particularly efforts to introduce military infrastructure similar to that of NATO. This comes as Moscow and Beijing continue to align on key international issues, reinforcing their strategic partnership. We're now joined by Joshua Barnes, my colleague, to discuss this in further detail. Joshua, what more can you tell us about this important meeting over in Southeast Asia?
Well, yes, absolutely. This is one of the high-profile bilateral talks that is taking place at this ASEAN Foreign Ministers Summit. You mentioned it there. Global tensions rising, dividing lines being drawn as a result of different ideologies, and that is something that we have seen with Russia and China coming to closer ties amid multiple different factors. The first one, of course, is trade. US tariffs introduced by US President Donald Trump, the impact of those affecting China, of course, and rhetoric now around Russian potential third-party tariffs that could be up to 500% on countries that buy Russian oil. China, a country that buys a large volume of Russian oil, so implications to both nations. Also ongoing conflicts as well, the Russia-Ukraine war. Of course, Western alliances supporting Ukraine. China have spoken about being impartial and being fair in this conflict and wanting de-escalation, but communications and conversations have been had with Russian allies, Russia and China as well, over this conflict. Questions have been raised about whether China are directly involved through arms sales to Russia, so something that has been discussed. But a clear divide here, West between other nations. Russia and China are aligned, and it will be interesting to find out further information on joint statements at the end of these discussions in the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Summit, because it could be a policy shift, but there could also be rhetoric that we haven't heard before on ongoing conflicts that at this point are in third, fourth years. Also the Middle East situation as well, boiling points with geopolitical ramifications. Big news coming out of this summit expected, and we will be here to bring that all to you.
Joshua Barnes, thank you very much. You are staying with us. We now move on. China has sharply criticized the United States for